Alright, so today we're going to be talking about Cenats Streamer University because honestly it was kind of a disaster and I don't think it went the way Cenat visioned at all. And honestly, I don't really see how he envisioned it to go any differently, because when you get about 120 randoms and all of them are wanting that clout and fame, of course there's going to be controversies, of course there's going to be fights, of course there's going to be people not actually participating at all because they've never done anything with their life. That's why they're trying to be streamers in the first place, which there is nothing wrong with trying to be a streamer. I'm literally trying to be a YouTuber, so that'd be hypocritical. What I'm saying is, when you get somebody who doesn't have a work ethic or isn't disciplined, then of course they're gonna sit in the room smoking weed all day and not do what they're supposed to do there. And Cenat even said himself that this event ended so badly that he is not even sure that he wants to do a streaming university too.
I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. I do not know if I'm ever gonna do this again. I know people want it, and y'all want it, and y'all want it, and y'all want it. But we would just have to see in the future's time.
I'm sure that he probably will though. Now, I'm not going through the entirety of Streaming University, just the bad stuff that happens. Which day one had his water fight breakout, which there's nothing wrong about that. They're getting content. The only problem is, did they actually clean it up? No, definitely not. Cenat definitely had to get someone to clean that up. And yes, this water fight actually led to real fights. I think Raku threw water in a security's face. I don't know why you thought that was a good idea. And he was obviously pissed off, so he hunted down Raku.
No, where my mother? It was not me. On God, where my mother? On my mother.
Why are you throwing water on my mother?
On my mother. On my mother's soul was not me.
Hey, turn the camera off, man. Huh? Turn the camera off.
On my mother's life, of course, was not
no,
me.
that's.
And this water fight wasn't really even a water fight. It was just a couple people just throwing water in people's faces. That's just disrespectful, honestly. That's not even getting content. Don't sit there and be surprised when someone starts throwing hands on you. And then Cenat got word of this, and he was very pissed off because it's giving these guys an opportunity to create content, and he doesn't want them to be destructive. That's not what he meant by getting content in clip form. And in this clip, he's threatening to send people home, and I honestly think he should have. This should show that he's not messing around. And honestly, this is where he made his first mistake, is that it showed that his words really meant nothing. Because honestly, he only really expelled a couple of people, Rakai being one of them, and they gave these people multiple chances. Honestly, too many to count. And literally on day one, people are already skipping like it was a real university. Obviously, Kai probably figured a couple people would skip for content, but literally a whole bus full of people skipped, with one of those people being the professor cooking with Kaya. And then the next day, people skipped again. You guys know that you're only there for 3 days. And I know Cenat was very furious when he was standing outside the school bus when seeing all the people that skipped. If I was Cenat, I'd be so mad because I'm giving this opportunity that people would literally die to have. And you're not even participating in the event because you think it's cool to skip. And at least if you're gonna skip, at least get content. I have not seen any clips from people skipping. And I know I'm not the only one who's asked that question. What happened? I've seen a couple of clips of people skipping. Beyond that, I have not seen anything. Where did these people go? Who knows? I guess it was so uneventful. Nobody clipped anything from it. Now, moving on to the professors. I heard that the only professor that actually taught anything was Ancient. He was teaching some financial class about sponsors and stuff. One other class I remember too is Extra Emily, and I actually liked her during Streamer University. It was a different pace because I can't lie, every other streamer's the same copy and paste of the person. So seeing her react to some of these streamers were actually pretty entertaining. I don't really understand why people don't like Extra Emily. The only thing I see people saying is that she said the N-word. And it's who cares? Half the people who are getting mad over it say other racial slurs. And then since so many people were skipping or sleeping in, that for a good bit, Extra Emily's class was pretty empty. And it's just come on, you can't even show up to class. You guys are already skipping, already causing all these fights and drama. And on top of that, being destructive, and you can't even show up on class on time. I see why a lot of you want to be streamers now. You don't actually want to put any hard work in, so you think, oh, I'll just stream. Streaming is easy. I don't have to put no effort in. Well, but bad news to you. You actually do have to put effort in. And honestly, I think streaming is one of the most difficult things to do in the media sphere. obviously besides rapping. I think rapping is so difficult to get into. Like with streaming, you have to be like consistently streaming like almost every single day for multiple hours. It's a very slow grinding process because you also have to connect to. If you don't connect, then you're probably not gonna make it as a streamer. Now the last thing I want to talk about is Ancient crashing out. If you don't know what happened, some smaller Twitch streamers thought it was a great idea to like break into Ancient's dorm room that he was staying in and pretty much invade his privacy and go through his stuff. And I think when Ancient like went in the room, they glitter bombed him. And let me tell you, I don't think I've ever seen Ancient more better in my life than this moment. Because I guess one thing he really likes is his privacy, and he hates it when people go in his room because that's invading his privacy. Especially if it's somebody he doesn't even know. And I understand that his friends have done this in the past to Agent, but you also have to understand that they're his friends, okay? They're kind of allowed to do that. You are a stranger to Ancient. You're not allowed to do that. That's invading someone's privacy. That's disrespectful. And plus, Ancient doesn't even have to stay in this dorm with you guys. He can just go get a hotel room. And I really want to show you the clip of Agent flipping out, but he gets a little physical. And YouTube's kind of soft about that, so I can't show you, I'm sorry. And lastly, I almost forgot about this part, but I heard a streamer bullied another streamer at Streamer University. Like, what? You're full-grown adults. You should not be bullying other streamers at your ripe age of, like, probably 20. But yeah, I think a lot of these people just need to grow up and get a reality check. Like, I get that a lot of these people are young and, like, probably, like, a couple of years out of high school. But, you're not in high school anymore. And this Streamer University really reminded me of high school, because this is exactly how kids acted in my high school. They were loud, disrespectful, and the only people they cared about was themselves. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's so much more that happened, like Rakai hitting someone in the face with an Orbeez gun, and then that person got sent to the hospital because they hit their eye, and then he also lit off fireworks inside the building. I think that's what eventually got him expelled. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys just like this more chill, laid-back video, or just yapped about something that was on my mind. If you did, give it a like and subscribe, and tell me what you guys think down below. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.